Look at fat Donte with the fro. That's what happens when I grow my hair out.
That's so cute.
I get fro for sure.
Hello you dirty potters, how are you today? This video here is specifically the thank you video for the 5K. That means we made it to 5,000 subscribers. I'll be really honest with you guys, I never even thought we'd get over like 500 subscribers, so now that we're at 5,000, I'm really excited and really embarrassed I didn't try harder early on. But usually whenever we hit a major milestone like this, we did one for the 1,000 subscriber video, and we did one for the 2,000, and now we're doing one for the 5,000. I like to make a special video to kind of celebrate, and so I went on my Patreon account and I asked everybody, what do you guys want to do to celebrate? And like the vast majority of you, for some strange reason, want to meet my mother? And I am nothing but a man of the Potter people. Do I not entertain you? So I asked you dirty potters on the Facebook and on the Tumblr and on the Instagram and on the Patreon what you guys would like to ask her, and you guys just sent me a list of questions. So we have a very long list of questions to ask my mother. So today you guys are actually gonna get to meet Mama Nation. But meeting my mother is a little bit complicated because we have to summon her. Can't just like call her on the phone like a normal human being. She's probably all across the world beating up misogynists for women's rights somewhere, so we have to make a summoning circle and we have to make an offering for her to even show up. Fortunately for me, being her son, I have all the things that we're gonna need to ritualistically summon my mother.
We're going to need one single shot venti soy white mocha, one offering of artwork, one flower that can never wilt, one scented lavender candle that is already lit, and finally one offering of the child. And once all these items are in place exactly like this, single shot venti soy white mocha, a never wilting flower, one offer of the art, one offer of the child, and one scented lavender lit candle, then you must say the words of the latchkey child. There is nothing to eat in the fridge, and I am hungry. Oh, how I wish I had parental guidance to feed me and give me sustenance so I may be a productive member of society when I grow older.
12 seconds later.
She's here!
I have been summoned. I'm super excited and super nervous, and I've glanced through some of your questions and I'm really excited to answer them.
The summoning ritual seemed to have worked. The coffee's cold now, but I guess she prefers it that way?
I do.
So this is for you.
Yay! That's beautiful. Wait, who made this?
So my mom is actually infatuated right now with this right here.
What is this?
This was a gift from a patron of mine. His name is Robert, and he's a very high tier patron actually.
Shout out to Robert!
He's the one who made the never wilting flowers that I used, and he also made this. Yeah, he made those flowers over there.
Oh, I'm gonna follow Robert.
He's on Instagram.
I'm following him.
He has way more followers than I do.
I love you, Robert. I love this, Robert. I'm taking this home with me.
She is gonna take that home with her, whether I
Yeah.
say she can't or not. She's gonna take that. So we had a list of like, we had way more than the amount of questions we can actually handle, but for time's sake, I compressed it down to about 24 to 25 different questions.
Right.
I emailed them over to her, so she's had time to look over them, and she's gonna do it right. She's gonna read them off the screen right now.
I'm just gonna go in order.
Just look at them, not me.
Oh, sorry. However, they were sent. I'm just gonna put them in order. So Heather Litke, and I'm so sorry if I butcher your
Oh my God, it is Licky.
name.
I've been saying light forever.
It's Litke.
Oh, crap.
I think it's Litke.
Sorry.
Okay. Has he ever come to you ready to quit? Heather asked this question. And if so, what did you say to try and help? Question mark. And Donte, did her words have an impact? And how? So first,
My mom was like, don't be a bitch.
don't cuss. So first, he has not wanted to quit. When Donte fell in love with this, that was it for him. I think he took have you told him the history? I think he took a class at community college, and once he put his hands to the clay and the wheel, it just became a part of him. And so he has never said, I want to quit, or I'm done, or this is frustrating. I think there's two parts to my answer. One is that he's a natural at it, and two, he's a hard worker. So you put those two together, and he's done pretty well. He struggled at first, and but never really wanting to quit, always wanting to get better and better and better, and feeling like he really found his niche. Once you find your thing, you find your thing, and that's it.
I will say though that I personally, I think there's like 9, even 12 different types of intelligences that human beings have an aptitude towards, and my 2 strongest ones are physical and spatial intelligence, and that's like all of art and pottery. So while it's something that I like to do, it's also something that I'm kind of predisposed to doing in the first place. I'm very physically adept, and I'm also very spatially adept. Those are the 2 things that, so this kind of goes directly with that.
Second question comes from Cynthia Chuka Jazin. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. It said, did Donte like to play in the mud when he was a child?
Did I?
Donte stayed indoors a lot and played lots of video games. Donte was born, his generation is very about kind of technology and video games. He was born and was raised in a time where video games were the thing. There was a video game in the car, there was a video game at home. So he didn't spend a lot of time outside, but when he did go outside, he would play in the dirt and stuff like that, but not necessarily in the mud. I was kind of a little bit of an OCD mom, and so I probably would have had issue with him getting super dirty. I mean, now looking back in hindsight, who cares, right? But
well, I remember Game Boying inside the car, right, with the street lights, and like you could only see before they had that weird light thing when it was like Game Boy White and Black. So every time I would hit something, but I could only do it in the car.
Yeah, there was a lot of gaming in my house.
Yeah.
But thank you for that. Okay, Veronica Zelny. Can you tell us one embarrassing, cute story about baby Donte?
None of them are embarrassing. None of them are embarrassing. I meant to do it.
Donte. I have pictures.
Why did you bring pictures? That's unnecessary.
Oh my God, look at this one.
I don't remember being that tiny.
This is kindergarten graduation.
That looks like I'm about to drop the hottest mix album of 2016.
Wrong. Can the camera see?
No, the camera can't autofocus like that.
You'll insert it? Yes.
Okay.
He will. Donte and I have lots of stories. I was a very young mother when I had Donte, so we just kind of bumped along and we learned together lots of stuff. I'm trying to think of a good story.
Yeah, most of you guys might think that like
Baby story.
most people think this is like my sister or some junk. No, my mom had me when she was pretty young. So she, like, if you told me I was her age and she was my age, people would not question that. Like if she said she was like 30, somebody would be like, okay. But also if you told somebody I was also like 35, they'd be like, okay.
I'll take 30. You look too old. What'd you say yesterday? You look too old and I look too young?
I look older than I do and you look younger than you do.
I'll take that. So I don't have any particular baby stories. I can tell you I was 16 when I gave birth to Donte, and it completely changed the trajectory of my life. I like to tell him, and I probably shouldn't have told him this when he was littler, but I like to say that Donte saved my life. I was pretty young and kind of didn't have a direction, and
but I killed your fridge.
Everything after he was born was important to me to make sure that
I got a wedgie, Ma.
Are you getting nervous? The story's making
I'm not nervous, I have a wedgie.
He was the best baby ever, and I have a picture right here that he's gonna show with the cutest little shoes that didn't fit him.
She's making me take pictures of the pictures to put them up for you guys as we're talking.
And the pacifier in his mouth, and he didn't have very much hair. He was a good baby. I have to tell you, he didn't smile for a long time. He wasn't like one of those babies that you walk up to and smile. He didn't come out smiling and laughing. It took him a little bit, but once he did, we were good.
They don't know me in real life, but like, I don't smile a lot. I really don't. It was like 4 months, right?
Yeah.
I didn't smile for like 4 months when I was born.
Very serious. You're thinking.
The doctor was like, "The fuck's wrong with this baby?"
Okay.
Ah!
Okay, let's go to the next question. Thank you for that question. It was a great one. What was Donte's first swear word? I cannot remember that because Donte knows that he is not supposed to swear. So that's why sometimes I have a little bit of a hard time watching his videos, because he does some swearing and some stuff that a mother would think was a little inappropriate, but he is.
Listen, hold on. Would you rather me swear Or would you rather say the intricate amount of words that I know that are harmful to the human ear but are not swear words?
You could bleep them out.
Like the word pustule. Moist. A moist pustule.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the word, all the bad word is less than that.
Anyway, just for your information, he's not supposed to be cursing. So every once in a while when there's too much cursing on the video, you have my permission to say, your mom doesn't like when you curse. Okay, so I don't remember his first curse word because he probably hid that from me. And he's older now, didn't know.
Well, I guess
Didn't know how old you are?
some of them have connected. I think I released my actual age on one video, but some of the new people don't know how old I am, because that's like the first 2 or 3 top questions I get is how old I am, what is my race, and where do I live? And that's some stalker questions. I usually don't answer the last one, because don't worry about it.
Oh, that's what happens when you're famous. You can't say
No.
What if you get famous and then people look back on these videos and they're like, bam, we know where he lives.
People think I'm way better than I actually am. People think I'm like super ultra flippin' talented, but really, she'll show you later some of my first pieces, I was really bad. And hard work and dedication is what made me this good. Do not think I am talented at this to begin with.
No, he's lying. There's a little talent. Not everyone sits down at a wheel and it becomes natural for them.
Very few people are ceramic savants. I am not one.
Okay, next question. This is also from Heather Litkey. Do either of you grow things?
I grow hair sometimes. Plants,
Vegetables?
I think.
I don't even think we eat them.
Yeah, we don't even eat plants. We're meat people.
Grow things.
I think she means like cucumbers and like flowers.
Flowers. Well, we should.
We should.
We could grow. You could make pots. We could grow stuff in them.
We would have to be able to take care of something first.
Oh.
Yeah. We can't. That's why all my stuff is not alive.
I took care of you. You're
Okay.
alive.
I mean, you set enough protein shake in front of me. It's just gonna happen anyway.
Barely. Okay. The next question is from Julie Chamberlain. Will you and son have a collaborative piece to show on YouTube? My daughter and I throw. We are so different in style, but we have thrown a couple of times together on a piece. I have a little bit of like anxiety about it because, first because I have long nails, and I just wonder how that works in with the long nails. But the second thing is, I don't know. It would probably be fun. I think we should do it for Mother's Day. So I think we should do a Mother's Day video where he's helping teach me how to throw something small, and then we can post it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I gotta say this though.
Okay.
Some of them will understand this because they come from like the anime vibe, and some of them won't understand this.
Okay.
I'm an earthbender. I'm like 100% earthbender. My mom's a waterbender. She doesn't even know she's a waterbender, but she is. I don't think she can throw, but I bet anything she could paint. I bet she can know how to mix colors together. So I would say one day I'd do a collab, but I would probably throw the piece and then she would etch it and paint into it and glaze it because she loves glazes. She loves them a lot.
Yeah.
She doesn't care so much about the pot itself.
No, I love the colors.
I care about the form, I care about the structural integrity, I care about the finesse of the pot, and I care about how it relates as a piece, like how it's fat and short and round versus the top. I like contrast, symmetry, asymmetry. She cares about the glaze.
Okay. But we'll try it on Mother's Day. We could do like a Mother's Day video.
We can totally do, yeah.
Yeah. That would be fun.
It'll be funny.
Right. Okay, so the next question is from Cynthia Chukajazin. Was there anything that you snagged before he tried to toss it out? I am completely aware that Donte breaks things on video.
She's not happy about it.
No, I know that some of you get really excited, and then some of you it rips your soul out. So I'm aware of that.
It's my breakfast.
I don't like when he breaks things, but I also know that that's probably Dante's stress relief. So I've come to terms with it. I have snagged a lot of stuff. I have in my storage, I have lots of pieces that are old that he made.
I wish they were all burned.
His grandmother has 5 or 6 boxes of some of the first pieces. So we would grab stuff so that he wouldn't break it. He's had some totes in the backyard that he's about to break, and I've gone through and taken some stuff. Yeah, I've snagged a lot of stuff.
Unbeknownst to me, I find out months later, by the way. I look in the box and I'm like, there's like happy. She's so happy that she debated me.
They're beautiful things, like stuff that he tests glazes on. It's just got all this multitude of colors on it and they're beautiful, so. But can I show the piece?
Yeah. She's going to get a piece right now.
Okay, so this piece.
I was like, oh, I can't round things on a wheel, be square.
I couldn't get to all the pieces because they're pretty buried in my storage, but this was what I could reach. So I love it, of course. This is one of the first pieces that he made. I don't even think your name's on it, but I'm sure he hates it. It's yours.
I'm so tempted to throw it against the wall.
No. So this is it. I love it. It's beautiful. It's heavy. You know you love that.
I'm so displeased.
It's super heavy. It's super clunky. Super chunky. It's got like this square in the middle of it, but it is beautiful. I would put this up, put some flowers in it in a minute. Okay. Next question?
Yeah, next question.
Next question.
You guys put down some good questions, I won't lie.
Yeah. Oh, this is from Nicole Taft Johnson. Does she keep everything you've ever given her, even the janky early ones? I do. I've never thrown anything out. I have gone through my box on occasion to gift one of the pieces to somebody. I don't think you know this. But, you know, someone will say, oh my God, your son, I watched this video. Do you have any of his pieces? So then I'll go through my box and give away ones that are not my super favorites. But that's only happened a couple of times. I generally don't get rid of, or I keep them. I mean, he'll be an old man someday and be going through my boxes after my funeral. And he'll go, oh my God, my mom kept all these. These were my first.
If I keep doing this pottery thing right, I'll die before her.
Here's another question from Cynthia. What is Donte's favorite food or dish that you make for him?
Well, Cynthia and Heather got a lot of good questions.
So I told you guys earlier I was a young mom. I had Donte when I was 16. So I didn't do a lot of cooking. I went to school, I worked, and so Donte's probably told you he was kind of latchkey. So there was a lot of cereal, a lot of top ramen, a lot of I made something.
Syrup sandwiches.
But Donte went to Japan when he was 17. I don't know if he told you guys. And he really immersed himself in the culture, so he really loves Asian themed food.
I'm also a weeb. I'm also just a giant anime nerd who just kind of goes to the gym more than he should. So
So I really never cooked. I didn't cook.
No,
I had strengths, but cooking was not.
Some of you guys might know for my job, like my Social Security tax paying job. I'm a chef, I'm a cook, but I had to learn to do that over time myself. My mom didn't really cook, but for sure when I was latchkey, it was peanut butter jelly, protein shakes when they were not good, when they had no flavor. They were just separated milk and whey. There wasn't even whey, it was just soy. We didn't know soy was bad for us as males back then. We just drank it. Butter tortillas were the jam, and of course syrup sandwiches.
We were kind of broke.
We were a little bit broke. Yeah.
We might still be kind of broke.
We're broke-ish.
We're broke-ish. We're broke-ish.
We're high class, low class people.
Oh, we just don't look broke.
Yeah.
But we're broke. Do you look at pottery now that others make and critique it? I do. I'll go to a craft fair.
You mean Walmart garbage?
No, not Walmart. I'll go to a craft fair and see a table with pottery, and I'll just kind of cruise through there, and my friends will come with me and go uh-oh, she's eyeballing the pottery. Yeah. And I look at it, I pick it up. Of course, yes, absolutely. I look at the bottom of it, I look at the shape of it. Is it light? Is it heavy?
I've trained her to you have to look at the bottom first, because the places that you can't see on pottery are the places that have the most care taken to them. The potter should be taking care of those spaces.
I didn't even realize I was doing it. I do it. I walk by and kind of critique it, and then they'll go, can I help you? And I'm like, no.
Somebody ever walks by your table and they pick it up and look at the bottom first, be worried.
Be worried.
Because that's another artist.
They're
critiquing the shit out of your stuff.
Yeah, but I don't buy any of it, even though some of the stuff out there is really beautiful, and Donte kind of has his own style of things, and I want to get other pottery. I'm afraid that he'll see it in my house.
I won't get mad. I will be disappointed though. I'm not mad, son. I'm just real disappointed.
So I can't even have it because I'm afraid he's gonna go in the cabinet, pull out a mug, or see something. But you know what I do love? I love Lindsay's things.
Yeah, Lindsay,
I love Lindsay's jewelry.
Lindsay's a better
pottery.
sculptor than I am, and I feel like I'm a better thrower than she is.
I love some of Lindsay's stuff. Lindsay,
Yeah.
I have your stuff.
Yeah, Lindsay, if you're watching, for sure, my mom has things that I bought from you and given to her.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love the things that I get. Christina Casper Denman. How disappointed is she that you are not an anthro major?
Okay, so this is this is from an old teacher of mine.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's an anthro major, and she loves anthropology, and she like really wanted me to be an anthro major, and I accidentally kind of ended up an art major, right? So,
It's okay.
I mean,
I have lots of thoughts about what I wanted Donte to be. Like every parent, we have our children, we raise them, and we think he'll be this, they'll do that. And ultimately, we struggled about
Yeah.
some stuff, right?
Yoshio was a large factor in that. He was like,
Right.
dude, be an artist. And I was on a box. I was an EMT for a second. I was like on a box for like 2 weeks on the volunteer program, and I hated it. And then I got to go on a station with firefighters for like a week, and I hated it. And then I went into fire technology for a while, trying to develop and engineer technology for firefighters so they can better protect and save their own lives and other people's lives. And it was dumb. I hated it. It was like a frat party.
Donte kind of has his own tribe of people, and so he does things his own way, and I love that and respect that about him. And he's my hero. There's so many stuff. There's so many.
I can smell my own farts, thank you.
Okay. Felicia Morris says, does she like your art and what pieces does she have? I have lots of pieces.
She has the first of every nuanced thing. So anytime I'm like, oh,
I get the samples.
Yeah, she gets the sample. She wants the first of everything. So my first horsehair piece, she has it. Yeah, you have. Yeah,
I do. I have that pack
My
right
my first Pitfire piece, she has it.
Yeah.
My first Ron Royce high gloss black glaze, she has it.
Sometimes I have to negotiate to get some of these pieces because they're beautiful and he doesn't want to give them up and he wants to stare at them.
Cause she be coming in with fucking food and guns. Like, run it, son. Papa, give me that right there. Papa, run it.
There was something I think once he asked me, Mom, what do you want for, I don't know if it was Mother's Day or birthday or one of those things. And I said, oh, I'd love a vase so I could put flowers in. What color do you want it? Do you want it red? It's been a long time and this one's a little heavy too, but it's my very favorite.
That's my first commission, technically,
Right,
from my mom.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I love the color. It's this dark, beautiful red. The inside is gorgeous. I just love it. It's one of my favorite pieces. I always have it out wherever, when I move, it's the first thing I unpack and I put out, so.
A lot of you guys will recognize this design because I love to make egg-shaped things and then cut them off at an angle. They're called open-faced jars. This is the first one.
And then let me show you Big Bertha. Hang on.
She loves Bertha. Bertha's my first Pitfire piece.
Her entire name is Big Bertha. Big Bertha is my favorite. This is when I realized that Donte was doing Pitfire. He explained to me what Pitfire was, and Bertha came out and she was sitting on the floor. She's a little bit dirty because I have her out at home.
Yeah.
But
Pitfire pieces can definitely be out in the weather as long as you seal them. They won't lose color over time. And they look nicest along with their counterparts of earth. So this brown goes really good with like bright greens like grass and other dark browns like brick.
oh, you know a lot about color.
Home decorator in this bitch.
Right, don't cuss. This is my very favorite piece. When someone says, what's your favorite piece that Donte has ever made? I always say Bertha. Bertha's heavy, she's beautiful, she has lots of colors to her. He wanted to steal her for me, and I said, no, I like her kind of, I don't want her shiny, I want her in this like raw, natural state. The bottom is signed really well, and I just love Bertha. Bertha's my fave. Did you know?
Yeah, I thought this was big. When I was making this, I was like, man, this is a big piece. This is not big. I have made stuff as big as a human body. This is small now.
So that's Bertha. So I love Bertha, and she loves me. So the next question is from Heather Licky. She said it's a four-part question, but it's like, what is Mom most proud of personally? And Donte, same question. What are you most proud of me? I guess. The thing that I'm most proud of Donte is that he shows a lot of vulnerability. He's not afraid to be himself. He's not afraid to speak his mind, which I'm
very aware of my faults. Like I'm highly self-reflective. Like if somebody came up to me and was like, "You're a little overweight," I'd be like, "I am aware," and I would go about my day. But you can't hurt me without my permission. So
I'm proud of his vulnerability. I'm proud that he speaks his mind. I'm proud that he follows his dreams. He doesn't say, I mean, there was a long time where I remember I said, like, art is not going to make you rich. You can't get an art degree. Don't go to blah, blah, blah. I would go on and kind of on and on and on about it. And then he got really good. And I thought, as long as he's happy and he's comfortable and he's living his authentic life that he wants to be living,
being
that's
happy,
all that matters to me.
Being happy is the goal, and then greatness, or being good at being happy in what you do, is the vision. But you need to first be happy in what you do. Childish Gambino.
Wow.
Cul-de-sac album. You want another one? What was the other one by Kanye? The other one by Kanye that I like a lot is having money is not everything, but not having any money is everything.
Oh, okay.
Tim?
Here's a good one. Tim Statchecki.
I can't say half their names.
Okra. Sorry if I butchered that.
I just call him Tim Okra.
Tim Okra.
Yeah.
Tim Okra.
I think he's won something before, yeah.
Tim, are you still waiting for Donte to get a real job? My mom never gave up. I know.
You thought I was Jamaican. I got 3 jobs.
I know that Donte works really hard to do. I think I love that Donte just doesn't say, "Hey, I'm just gonna do art, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be a broke artist." I always tell him, you gotta keep pushing. We talk to each other on the phone, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm keeping it pushing today.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna keep pushing. So he works a full-time job. He spends time with his friends and his girlfriend, and then he.
My angry girlfriend.
And then he makes. No, she's great. And then he makes videos for you guys, and then he's out here doing what he loves. And so sometimes he doesn't sleep, and probably that's the only issue I have with it. But in terms of a real job, as long as he's happy and he's able to pay his bills and his rent and all that good stuff, I think he knows what he needs to do to keep himself straight.
It's fairly easy once you have a handle on it, really. Because when you think about it, there's 24 hours in a day, right? I make glazes, I run my own kiln, I am my own kiln master. Some people just have somebody do it for them. I have a full-time job, I do the YouTube channel, and then every social media post, I see it. Because we're called Earth Nation, but that's us. But really the person who's like posting every little thing, it's me.
Eddie Griggs Art says.
Eddie Griggs!
Eddie Griggs. Was Donte a troublemaker as a kid? Ha ha ha. A little bit. Not like bad in school or like I had to go down and talk to a teacher or a principal. There was never any kind of issues like that.
I was like the same dude I am now, just tiny.
Oh, I have a funny story.
Oh, damn. Save it for Veronica's.
Here's a story.
Because Veronica has a question. It's like funny story.
Okay, Veronica, here's a funny story question.
Right.
So Donte was 5 years old and we went to this place called Discovery Zone.
Oh shit, I remember this.
Don't cuss. Discovery Zone, it was like a bounce house, kind of a place inside, bouncy place. So we went in and we got a cake and you had the greatest little host lady and all your friends were there and all my friends were there and we were doing this great 5-year-old birthday party and they gave him a chair that was like fit for a king and I think you had a crown on, I don't know.
I don't know why they gave me all that. It was weird.
Wow, really?
Well, I get it's my birthday, but you don't have to make me feel like royalty for a birthday. Birthday is the most common thing in the universe. That chair over there has a birthday.
So he stood up on this chair because apparently the chair wasn't high enough for him. So he stood up on this chair and he's opening his presents and he's posing and he's doing this thing. He's always been a little bit of a ham and a little celebrity in his own right.
I'm a diva.
You're a diva. So he stands up and he's opening this thing and he says, "Oh, I've always wanted one of these. Mom, remember that time we saw this in that dumpster we were diving in?"
We wasn't even dumpster diving. I just thought it was funny to say.
5 years old. I turned completely red. I was mortified. He's standing there saying that we were dumpster diving. We were not dumpster diving. We have never dumpster dived.
I remember that like it was like 2 weeks ago.
Right, but he used to always do those kinds of things. He'd say random things in public, and so you'd have to stop him at the door and say, "Okay, Donte, you have to behave in here. You can't say random things." He'd say random things in the spirit of trying to be funny, but as a mother, you're mortified in that moment. You're embarrassed. People are looking at you like, "What's wrong with your kid?"
So basically, I've just always been a troll. Like, yeah, like I've just always been a troll.
Cass Forsberg, great picture, Cass. What does Ma hope, want, or wish for the future for Donte in terms of art and art personally. I want Donte to be happy, and I think he is happy. And he's, like I said before, he's living his true authentic self. I want him to find his tribe, have his tribe and his people around him. I want him to wake up every morning and say,
Fuck bitches get money.
don't cuss.
God.
I want him to wake up every morning and say, I'm doing what I want to be doing today. It's not about necessarily becoming rich. I just want him to be able to support himself and any children he has in the future and a partner, and I want him to just be happy. If that's being
If that makes me happy and I'm not like in the streets, then yeah.
Oh, Shelly Decker says, how many pieces of art do you have around your house that were made by Donte? Everything. I mean, except for like paintings and stuff on the wall, everything in the house is...
All the first things.
I have some newer stuff that I grab and I try to rotate it because you only have so much space and so many shelves and so many counters and so many surfaces, you know, that you can put stuff in. But I really like the plates, and I use some of it because he insists. I use some of it to eat and serve out of, and some of the smaller and bigger bowls I use for salad and stuff like that. And when I take them out of the cabinet, someone goes like, "Oh my God, that's beautiful. Where did you get that?" And I get to brag on my son.
If you ever get like, this is a reglazed cup. If you ever get like a cup from me and I come over to your house and I find pens and pencils stuck in it, and you use like a handmade ceramic art cup in order to hold your mother flipping pencils in, I will hunt you down.
Okay, this is Jan.
Oh, Jan. This is Yano. Yano's a big fan.
I know, I see him a lot on your page.
Yeah, Yano.
Okay, Yano. I've been thinking what I should ask, but I have no idea what it could be, so I have a request. Pass my regards on to your mother. As you film it on the 8th of March, please wish her all the best for International Women's Day. Oh my God, I love him.
He's not even from here.
Where's he from?
He's
He doesn't know.
No, I'm really bad at geography.
It's fine.
Hold on, I have a postcard from him.
Oh.
He's from Warsaw.
Oh, he has it up on the wall.
Yeah. He sent me a little postcard from Warsaw.
Oh my goodness, that is a beautiful place.
Right? That's where he lives.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for wishing me a happy happy International Women's Day. This is an awesome day to be filming. He's right.
Yeah, they're good people. They're nice people. Like when you're like, oh, your people and your tribe, like
that's your tribe.
Every one video I post, there's always one person that's so down for my artwork. And so I have like 100 people that are just like, dude, about it.
3rd grade. 3rd grade.
It can't see it like that.
I did, before we wrap up, I wanted to give a shout out to the person that sent you that camera.
He specifically said he didn't want to be mentioned.
I understand that.
But I will tell you his name afterwards.
Okay.
Because he has set the basis and the standard for all the cameras I use now.
Right.
So now I'm gonna get a higher quality Canon when I get enough money with a back-facing camera. Because he told me like this is like a 2000, a year 2000 model. Mm-hmm. So he was like, this is an old camera, and it overheats, but it has really like everything else about it is perfect. So if I can just get another version of this that's more recent.
Just, you know who you are. I'm not going to say your name because I totally get giving without needing that kind of giver. I just give because
such a gangster move. Such a G move to like
oh, absolutely.
give somebody who needs what they need and then be like, don't even say my name.
Right. That's
true
forward, giving.
Son. We're gonna see if she wants to throw on the wheel.
Wait, I'm scared. Can we do it Mother's Day?
Do you want to save it for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a Mother's Day video where I'm throwing because like I want to be careful and I want to do it like, you know what I mean?
Okay. And I'll get you some. It's okay if you're nervous. It's good. It's all good. It's okay.
Banana. Flip.
Oh God. Oh, look at Fat Donte. Oh shit. Look at. Hold on. I'm gonna post this up here so you guys can see.
It's not nice to say fat.
I was fat.
Well, that was right before puberty. You're supposed to be.
Oh, what? I see other kids. Look at that fro.
Banana.
Look at that fro, though.
Oh, this one. This is swag Donte.
That's just baby Donte.
No, this is Donte like.
This is swag Donte.
Holding onto the table. Like,
he's like, I want all these hoes to know. Yeah, no, because everyone has that thought in their brain that like, but what if I try it and I'm amazing at it? And it's the same people, because it's the same people that are like, oh man, we're gonna get a dog first for practice, and then we're gonna get married to somewhere over the rainbow, and I'm gonna have a white dress, and our families will be separate. Like, your life has been lived 1,000 times. Please be different for once.
This is not gonna be the same thing. I am not gonna be this good, but I'm gonna be first timer good.
This ain't even good. I'm intermediate. That's the scary thing. In school, I'm a god. Outside in the real world, I'm a pleb. Well, that was it. I thought we were gonna have her throw as well, but she wants to save it for like a Mother's Day video.
I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, she wasn't prepared. She's got nails. Anybody who has long nails, you could probably still throw at them, but to admit, for a beginner, it is a bit harder to throw with nails on. So thank you guys for showing up today, and thank you guys for being interested in the first place. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't gonna do this, but I asked you guys like on 3 different social medias what you want to do, and that was the top option, was to meet my mom.
I love that.
It was weird. I even asked them if they want me to break more pots, and they said no. Somebody said that. Somebody was like, what if you have a kid and they don't come out the way you want them to come out? I'm like, cool, in the trash. Next kid, next kid.
No, Donte's gonna be the best father ever.
The only way, if I ever have a son or a daughter or held some kind of weird in-between, you know what I mean, alien, the only way I won't like my kid is if they go to art tables, take other people's artwork and slip cast it, and then be like, oh, it's mine. I'ma sell it with my name on it. I don't even know how to use a wheel. I use griffin grips. I don't know how to trim without one. Tap centering is a myth to me. Sorry, I feel all kinds of
You know
weird.
this child's gonna have no interest in art.
I hope he becomes a ballet dancer. Cause they're so muscular.
Yay for that. You did gymnastics for years.
Yeah, I
You
did
were the
gymnastics for a
best
long
gymnast.
time. I was the only male in the whole thing.
And you didn't care.
It wasn't nothing.
I cared. I was like, oh, they're gonna tease my little boy.
I'm a human being. It's not an
I
issue.
don't care about the.
What's between my legs does not
Girl.
make me good or bad at certain things other than the way I pee. And honestly, I pee like a pro. I can hit I'm a sharpshooter as far as I'm concerned. So thank you guys very much for showing up today. You guys always know where to find my artwork. The links are down below if you want to see my artwork. Or even ask me a couple questions or talk to me. The Instagram and the Facebook fan page are always down below. Thank you very much for meeting my mother, and I don't think we ever actually said your name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, is that one of those things? If you get famous, somebody might try.
It's not famous, Mom.
Kill us?
There's no fame here.
There's no
fame.
No Kardashians.
We're not famous.
We're not Kardashians.
But you never said your name. We're not Kardashians. My ass is not good enough to be a Kardashian. You have to.
We're better than Kardashians.
I mean, in some areas, like maybe.
We are literally better.
Okay,
than
maybe in the
Kardashians.
area of
Literally.
morality, but not body, for sure.
Never gonna happen.
Tell them your name.
Oh, sorry. I got.
It's okay.
I got distracted.
It's fine. We can do it all the time.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Davina. Davina.
Her name is Davina. Why do you act like Davina?
Davina.
Am I Davina?
Am I Davina?
Your name's Davina.
I don't know about the momination thing.
You
Makes
can
me feel big.
You can make your own name. You're the one over here talking about, am I famous? Am I famous? Okay, well that's about all the questions we can take without making the video go too long. Thank you guys so much for all the questions, and thank you guys for actually showing up to watch. I know this video is watched by like the people who are real hardcore about the video. They come like once a week to watch the video, but thank you guys anyway so much for showing
that's
up.
nice.
Yeah, there's some people who are like real, like, I'm waiting for your video.
Oh.
Where is it? There's an option on my Patreon page where people can get the video like 2 to 3 days later, and there's some people who sign up just to get the video early. So thank you guys so much for showing up. This is my mom, Davina.
Hi.
If you guys, I know we didn't really say her name during the video, but thank you guys so much for all the questions. If you want to see any of my artwork, the links are always down below.
Down below.
As always, thank you, Dirty Potters, very much, and I will see you, Dirty Potters, next week.
Yay.
Why'd you yay?
Because it was fun. Again. Yay.
Ah.
Baby, please have a little patience with me. Baby, please.
The patrons did.
All of them or just one?
What are you off of me?
Sorry.